Priestley Sixth Form College, and one of the things that they did last year, which they've shared with us, is a campaign to increase the awareness and perceptions for science and maths-based subjects at the college. They've used the information in the tool to support that in quite an effective way. They've been able to identify, using the summary dashboard and using those drill down tables by subject area and provider type, the college's overall average market share position in its recruitment area and how that compares at a subject level. And when they start to look at A-level subjects in particular, they can drill down and say, okay, within maths, biology, chemistry, physics, our market share over the past 3 years has been significantly below our overall average. And in fact, numbers have dropped and market share has dropped. So in line with that, they were looking at provider trends overall. Is it just an overall cohort issue? And have identified realistically sixth form college provision in the past 2 years at least has actually gone up. Other FE colleges have started very low numbers, but they're starting to increase, while their individual college and school sixth form provision has suffered. They were faced with other providers lowering entrance requirements, which they didn't want to do. They wanted to make sure that they stuck with what they were offering. So they tried to identify from their intelligence, from the data, where the highest volumes of learners were that studied these particular subjects. And they were able to do that using vector maps. So to breaking those down by ward level, picking out where the greatest opportunities were that existed for them, such as that market share table we just looked at on the previous example, and on the colour-coded maps, they can identify where there would be a great opportunity, because they were looking to put buses on, put advertisements out, and they wanted to make sure they hit the routes that were coming into the college would have the greatest impact. So that's what they've done. They've done it quite effectively. They haven't spent any more money than their existing marketing budget, and already they've started to see an increase in enrolments over the past year, which is looking positive for the way forward. So that's a very brief example of a case study there. There are more on the website.
Mm-hmm. Let me talk a little bit about area review.
Yeah.
Okay. Obviously, most of you will probably know that we've been quite involved in area review since the start, really. We've developed data packs for colleges that help colleges within an area review area to have the consistent set of data, show each other's data, so they can all sit around a table with, like we said, a transparent data pack, so they can all start discussions. Obviously, the early ones didn't have much pre-time to go through those documents. They were basically done as the area review started. Now, as we know about Wave 3, 4, etc., we've done some of those months in advance for some areas so they can sit and talk to them. But we're not here to really promote that. But what we've got with Vector is that transparent evidence base, really, that the data in there it's not manipulated by ourselves at all. It's taken from the ILR and it's taken from the school's data. It's just put in there, it's as it is, and it's done in a consistent way for everybody. So it gives you a good, strong evidence base. But what we have learned, really, I think, from area review is one thing that wasn't in Vector was travel to learn. And travel to learn seems to be quite an important issue in the area reviews. So what we are doing now in the data packs is a lot of detail about area review, but what we are doing now in all the vectors is adding in some travel to learn data. And basically, and it just shows you basically for an area what proportion of your learners, so first of all, how many learners are in their area, how many are at your college, how many are other FE colleges, etc. Then how many stay in that district to learn and at different organisations, and then how many travel out of an area and where to, and then the natural step there is and where are they going to. So you have to say this is, I think it's Stockport, and it's saying a lot are going into Manchester. That makes sense. Yeah. Artificial border really between them, but some go the other way. Cheshire East, which is out towards Wilmslow, etc. Trafford, Tameside. So nothing unexpected there. And we can do things as well that show you what are the types of institutions they're going to do. They're going to, so are they leaving an area where there's only an FE college to an area where there's a sixth form college option? Again, where they're travelling out, you can have a look at it about what are they travelling out for and at what level they're doing it. So, and as you'd expect, as your level of learning increases, the travel patterns change a little bit as well. So that's all in there now. We're continuing to do that. I think what we'll do now is we've gone through that fairly quickly, about half an hour, which is about right. We said we'd open it up for questions as well, so we'll have to take any questions.